Alright, there we go. Now that should be working. We gotta get it all figured out. Because apparently my settings like to reset after I do anything, which is nice. How are you guys? Let's get the desktop audio set up too, huh? Yeah, we can do default. Sure. Okay. See if I can get some music going. All right. I'll wait for a bit, and when more people get in here, I will start up the crates. What's up, Kirby? What's up, Shannon? So Shannon, I did the thing where I maxed the bundle. We're in anticipation of the new event, so that's where we are. Yeah, so this is what the bundle is. Just for you guys. So 8 of the new crates. But with how it works is I think you basically need to do it now, because the longer that this new armament system is out, the less valuable this bundle gets, because naturally you'll get better and better armaments. So the quicker you do that, the better, essentially. I'm not gonna get that. Okay. Raz just did 30? Yeah. If I go in here. Where is it? This is what we're doing. I'll unplug my headphones. Should be charged. I never buy these, so it's we'll see how much of a gamble this ends up being and whether or not this pays off. But we will live with it, whatever happens. There. Shannon, you're still in or you're still overseas, I'll say. Alright. Little land of Switzer. Nice. How is it there? What's going on, Rock Gosu? You are committed, thank you. What armament formation should you be working on? So, I will still be opening up Wedge. That is me personally. I don't think either of the other two armament systems are that great, but we're going to go through it. Circle formation seems pretty useless to me. It's all about healing. Healing is bad. We don't like healing. So, this formation is pretty useless. Testudo, though. Now we're talking. Because I believe you get a decent amount of shield boost, so yeah, 3.5% boost all shields and healing it receives. With an extra bonus, which is nice. Yeah, 5% counterattack damage. This is really nice. So this is Garrison, which in my head, I was always a little confused just because like all these look pretty good, but they're so similar to Hollow Square, right? So 5% skill damage resistance. What did I just go over? Right? This one, 5% skill skill damage resistance, right? But this one's a little bit better in that whenever a troop is healed or receives a shield, it gains another 3.5% all damage. So it's like, you know, this one is 5% boosted shields with an average of like 3 or 2.5% all damage. They're very similar, which I'm surprised, basically. I think Hollow Square and the new formation are very, very similar. So like you could min-max it and say like if you're running Xeno, for example, it has heals, and maybe you're pairing like a Xeno Hera, I guess. You know, maybe you go Testudo, but if you're doing only defensive stats, maybe you go Hollow Square. It's tricky. But as far as opening up new crates, there's no difference with what you should be working on for the open field. It's still Arch and Wedge. So, whoa, that's a pretty good one. A little double inscription. I can't read that, but it looks good. Oh, actually, I gotta go do my travels too. Let's see how this goes. All these are pretty useless. Oh, is this a good one? Oh, this might be a good one. This might be a good one. How do I know? Because I can't skip it, so it means it's a dialogue that I haven't gotten yet. Okay, sometimes these do take a little too long, though. Give me a good one, please. Oh, no! Oh, it's so shit! I like the march speed, but, I mean, the stats are pretty ass. I'll take a screenshot. Why not, dude? Oh, I had so much faith. So much faith. Okay. 2.5 march speed is a lot. Oh, so I gotta get rid of the resources, right? Eventually. Yeah. Because these are all from the old. These shouldn't even be here, but whatever. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Alright, we got 10 people. We can get a few more in there. I gotta link it. Oh. Okay. How many should we do at a time? 3 at a time? 5 at a time? I don't want to do 10. 10 seems like it'll be over too fast. I don't know. What we're trying to look for as far as upgrades go, actually let me go get a training rune real fast. I thought there was a training rune. Maybe there's not. Ah, there is. Alright guys, how many do I open at a time? Whoa. Oh, is this part of the update? You know, it's funny. I haven't actually played on computer since the changes. Alright, we're just gonna do... We'll do a few here. I'll open 5. Alright. 5, 3, we'll do 5. Alright, first 5. We're doing wedge. Still doing wedge. Alright. 1. I don't like having it on that particular armament though, because I can put Hunter on it. That's fine. Wow. Look at how low these stats are, bro. Jesus. Overeyes. Dude, what are those stats? Launches any type of basic attacks, a 10% chance to... I mean, that's really good for Scipio Luce, I'll tell you that. But, I ain't wasting rerolls on that. Alright, here we go again. Oh, so gross. So gross, so gross. Okay, that was 10. I need a break. I need a break. I just burnt like $80. So disgusting, dude. So disgusting. I'm trying to replace things, you know, trying to replace the epics, although this epic is pretty good, so I can't really hate on it all too much. But yeah, things like this, I get some more stats on there. You know, I got 1 epic in all these, and the epic isn't bad, but, you know. Hey, Note, what's going on, man? Yeah, you know I'd be chaining. I'm always chaining. That's how it goes. Except when the bar runs away from me, and then I don't like chaining. Come on. Dude, you know what doesn't make sense to me, though? So they came out with the new rare inscriptions, right? And one of the rare inscriptions is better than the legendary inscription. So, you guys all know, if I go to the KVK shop, right? Destructive, kind of a weird one. Alright, so 3.5 boost to normal damage, and you can spend... Oh, I'm gonna mess this... I didn't mess it up. Ah, okay. But, and you can spend 100 rage, and this keyword is very important. You can spend 100 rage to increase the damage of the next attack, okay? Basic attack, by 70%. Alright, now if you know the difference between basic attack and normal attack, then that's actually very important. Because when you go into... Who's wearing my arch set right now? So when you go into here, and you go to your codex, this is much better. Not much better, but it's better, alright? Whenever the wielder's troop launches a basic attack, alright, same thing, You have a 10% chance to consume 100 rage to gain 35% damage to normal damage. Now that's very, very important. So that includes counterattack. That includes smite damage. So this actually comes out to be like a little bit better than destructive, which makes no sense. Unless this is worded wrong, which it's not, because I asked support. So if you're getting swarmed or you're firing off active skills, battle ready is better than destructive. Yes, I know, I see the 3.5 boost. I'm telling you that this comes out to almost like 4.5% total all damage increase, because I mean normal damage is all damage when you're talking about smite commanders. So 35% all damage proc. This is I mean this is like a little bit worse than Ring of Doom, right? And this is just 3.5% all damage. And then you have a 10% chance to reduce your rage and increase the damage done by a basic attack, not a normal damage attack, I guess. Yep, the rare inscriptions are already out, so that's why I bought the bundle. But here we are. What do I need still? Yeah, we'll do 1,000. Whoops. Alright. Yeah, the Hera. It's been a little while, but yeah, it's a lot for mixed troops. Yeah, this is the new bundle note. Where is it? Yeah, that's it. So these are the new chests. Speaking of the chests, let's go cry a little bit more, shall we? Alright, we'll do we'll do 2 at a time, just because I want to milk it. Alright, wedge. Oh, okay. 2 more. Alright, this looks like it's gonna suck. Oh goodness, guys. I've gotten 1 inscription so far, and absolutely no upgrades. Okay, are these rolling low? Is that just me? 1.5, 1.5, 1.5? What are the odds of that? Isn't it? Okay. So, I've gotten 1 armament with an inscription on it, and it was bad. And that was 385 bucks. All right, we're gonna open 5. Please. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, look at this. 1.5, 1.5. What is happening? Oh, double march speed. Sick. Dude, seems like this is rolling weirdly low. Thank you, Kirby. Yeah. I mean, this one's fine, I guess, for archers, but no inscription. Like, everything else is terrible. I mean, maybe I can do something with that later. Alright, last 5. Dude. Oh. 1 inscribed legendary armament from 30 crates. 1.6% of stats. 1.6%. I guess I got a 3.4. Alright. You're welcome, Mr. Kirby. I will never buy this bundle ever again. I got 1 inscribed legendary armament for $385. And it is unusable. Jesus Christ. That is so bad. Well, Here, hold on. And I can go select all and recycle everything I got. Boop. All useless junk. I'm gonna buy these though. Yeah. Yeah, spending on armaments. Terrible. And by the way, Jippy, this is the first time I've ever spent on armaments. And that was the worst experience of my life. Jesus.
Here we go.
I do have some that I want to re-roll. Also, if you ever want to, I have proof that before this bundle that I just got, I hadn't spent on armaments. I've only got 3 of these inscription shards, so I'm not even halfway to, like, balanced, I guess. It's so sad. It's so pathetic, bro. It's so pathetic. But I guess we're almost at 4, so we're almost at halfway. Alright, so what do I actually want to re-roll here? There was one... I think this one was it. Here. So I've got this double. I think I can just re-roll this, right? Because I'm not using a double inscription. Well, Habel. Yeah, I mean, the math right now would be 1 inscribed legendary armament for $385. So, oh man, yo, Redline, no shots, dude, huge. So I just did it and got absolutely fucked. But thanks for popping in the stream, dog. Good luck. Good luck in your KVK. I've been watching a lot of it. Haven't been streaming most, but I've been watching a lot. So, Redline, aren't you the refined guy, huh? You know what? I needed you on stream when I was doing this ring. I got double 25% on this bad boy. Double 25%. Bent me over. Slapped me. Oh, goodness, man. It's so bad. So, I'm hoping that I, you know, get the horn and crit that, I guess. I don't know. But, like, if you look at my arm, like, my, whatever, accessories here. Yeah, we are gonna keep doing it, bro. But yeah, I don't crit much. I think my total crits on first craft is I think it's like 2 for 47, I think. But yeah, Redline, I appreciate it, man. I guess the delay is a little late, but I got it. I was reading my chat. There. So wait, let's re-roll the double inscription. See if I get anything where I can maybe do something with it. Oh, actually, this was the one that I should... Well, see, this is where it's hard, because this is really good for Guan. Phalanx is crazy good for Guan. You know? But at the same time, I've got Hunter, right? So this is what my second infantry set is this, right? Which is my arch formation. But this is my main infantry set for wedge. And, like, I'm not going to replace this. So, I mean, it's not really worth me using this, you know? Or re-rolling it, I guess. But this is what I think I'm going to re-roll. Right? Bunch of low stats. I've only got 5 left, but now with the new currency coming out, you know, maybe I can do something with it. I don't know. So we're just going to try it. 1 stone. Maybe it'll give me some direction with this thing. Dog shit. Alright, we go again. March speed. I was so ready for that to be 3.2% of a good stat. I was so ready. And one more time. Okay, that's pretty good. So we're gonna replace, and here is when I think I probably go archers. So we like that. And I think I'm going to go archers because I already have this for my infantry, which is fine. And I'll re-roll this stat with the stone. Yeah, you're right. This for mixed garrison is very nice. Yeah, that's true. Smite is also nice for mixed garrison. This thing is an extra 4.5% counterattack. This thing's dirty. Alright, we're going to see if I can get lucky. Give me some archer stats. Give me some archer stats. And then, worst case scenario, I will use one of these transmutation crystals when the time comes. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, dude. It's so good. Okay. Oh. Redline, thank you for your helmet, dog. Thank you for your helmet. Alright, alright. I got one left. But even if I don't get this, I'm happy, right? This is already a usable armament, dude. 3.5% and 3.4. Dude. Fuck yes, man. Oh. Alright. Dude. One more chance here. And if I don't get it, then we just wait till next KVK. But, 3% defense? Alright. Rip it. Rip it. Rip it. Oh! Okay, you know what? It's an archer stat. Archers are slow. Archers are slow. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. I'm happy. I'm happy. You know what? If that bundle gave me this armament, I'm happy. Okay? So we're done. We're done. That's a good looking armament. That's a good looking armament. And now I can replace this. Oh. Oh, look at that upgrade. Yo, Redline, I appreciate it. This is your armament. This will be Redline's armament. How about that? Oh, must be in my city? Oh, I'm chaining over here. The barbs can wait. The barbs can wait. We gotta go put it on. Dude, this actually makes my archer set pretty thick, boy. Pretty thick for an archer set. As a non-archer main, of course, but... hold on, I'll... Yeah, Redline, huge win, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I actually don't feel nearly as bad anymore. I was feeling pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. After all that, oh, goodness, man. After all that, it comes out to be worth it. Goddamn. Next one on the list, though? Dude, I wanted this one. Goodness. I didn't need the no pants commentary. But at the same time, I'm not going to stand up right now because practice what you preach, I guess. So. Oh, boys, and I got a Tinder match at the same time. Oh, we're just winning. We're just winning at the moment. I'm going to send her a picture of my armaments. Oh, that's an easy one. That's an easy one. Oh, dude, it's so hard for me not to just chain. Center the armament. Dude, So, you actually missed it. There was somebody typing in this chat earlier. Her name was Shannon. If you scroll up in the chat a little bit, I don't know if... yeah, exactly. No, but she's an IRL friend of mine, or real life friend of mine, and I got her addicted to this game, unfortunately. But it was kind of that scenario where I'm like, yo, look at this game, look at how cool this makes me, and she's like, I want to be like that. And funny enough, now she's making real life friends and all that good stuff. So Ton of good stuff coming out of this game for her. Happy with that. I'm still waiting on My Kingdom to do a in real life meetup, dude. I want to go do one of those. I feel like it would be a lot of fun. Yeah, she might not want me to say this, but now she's actually dating somebody that she met in their kingdom. All right, maybe I've said too much. I've said too much. Oh, I gotta do... Oh, it's Corex right now? Oh. Dude, Rock is literally Tinder, dog. Although, dude, make sure you get some verification, because we all know that those profiles with those really attractive female profile pictures are often not females. Let's just say it that way. Let's see if there are any in my lines. I don't think so. I don't remember exactly. Like this one? I mean, she's really hot. Probably not real, though. You know? Really tough. Oh, goodness, dude. I think we all know who this one is, right? Right? Probably not the owner of this account. Gorlock the Destroyer, dog. It's a classic. Yeah. No, but one of my friends actually gave me his account when he quit, and and dude, he just quit. He gave me the account. He didn't want anything to do with it. But dude, I looked at that guy's DMs. Oh my god, thirsty boy, thirsty boy. And then he obviously had to give me his email access too. Dude, the email. Oh man, OnlyFans subscriptions, like payments. Dude, he was like, oh god, you know. And some people are like that. All right, man, you have your money, you can spend it on what you like, but at the same time, screenshots. I'm not gonna do it to my boy like that. But I think I do have the screenshots saved. Oh god, it's so bad. Oh wait, my Marsh got home. I mean, if you pay for my next Mountain Warfare bundle, I might share it. I want to promise that I still have it before you do that. I'm not saying you will, but I did just recently go through a purge of my computer, and I deleted a lot of stuff that I didn't need. That might have been one of the culprits, but dude, yeah, it was bad. He you know, I feel like now I'm lying that I don't have the screenshots, you know, but I went through a lot of his stuff, and he had like a full-fledged like one of those weird online, you guys know Moist Critical or Charlie on YouTube, right? Like, you know, he says a lot of stuff, and a lot of his videos are based on people who like say weird things in DMs. This was kind of like that. Like some of the stuff was like weird levels of simp. Weird levels. Like things that he would do for her, and like you could walk on top of me. Like just weird, just weird stuff that you sent. I don't know, whatever. All right, replace. Sheesh. That's a win, bro. That's a screenshot. We like this. Not a lot of defense, but that is a lot of health. 3.4% health, 2.6, 3.4, 3.4. We like that one. We like that one a lot. And now I can go to my second archer set. Yes, this is my second archer set, by the way. Pretty lucky, pretty nice. And we can put... Where was it? It was an epic, right? So the epic is actually better, I think. So the all damage is kind of a wash. Right? 2.3. 2.3. So, I mean, what? This is 0.6. This is 0.5. So 1 point. Yeah, so the epic is better. Okay. You can get the balance in the armament shop. Yeah, dude. Balance is nuts. Balance goes here, right? I think. Balance, yeah. But at the same time, like, dude, strategic is good. You know, I'd probably put balanced somewhere else. I really like strategic. 2% all damage essentially. So this is what I'd actually want to do, Redline, is I would change this one. So I'm actually a infantry rally lead in Garrison. And I'm not like the biggest whale, you know, but I'm pretty active and my armament luck is fairly lucky for what it's worth. Considering this is the first bundle I ever spent on it. I've got 3 hunters because I've won every KVK I've played since the system came into the game. So that's kind of where it looks nice. But obviously my goal would be to get like, you know, one of these types of armaments and then slap a good one on here. Like this one, for example, I would probably put I'd probably put balance on here because I've got 1.4% all damage and 2.8% attack, and then I'd put balance and then I'd reroll the siege. Yeah. So, and then once I get rid of that fucking siege, oh, here too, right? So I've got line shot, hardy. Line shot's fine, 1% less normal damage taken. But yeah, I'll take the 3.5 health and siege stats. So max all damage, I believe, is 2%, right? I think that's the max all damage to roll. But dude, this is actually like very, very nice. This was done only through travels, which is crazy. So I have not, like I said, this is my first armament bundle. This was only done through rerolls and travels, which is wild. I never even worked on an Arch set until like Gorgo came out, and then I started opening a few crates, but like, oh, these stats are pretty disgusting. But you know, like, this is, yeah, like these are pretty good. Strategic on here, like loose tremors. This was from a travel, right? This was from a travel. Like, I mean, yeah. And what even goes on here? Fearless? Oh yeah, dude. If I ever get, I don't know how I would get fearless, but if I could put it on there. Oh, yo, Redline, I know you have a bigger voice than me in the community, so I need you to spread the word, okay? That this makes no sense. This is better. This is better than destructive, okay? I just want to make sure that I get that out there. In fact, I'm gonna mute the music here because I want to explain this. I'll probably make like a short out of it, but this rare inscription is better than destructive. All right, I haven't tested it. You just posted on Twitter? Really? Oh shit, I'm behind the curve, man. I don't have a Twitter, so I'm sorry if I missed it. But yeah, so then you do understand. This boosts 35%. Oh, damn. Okay. You're all good. You're all good. No, but let me just explain why this one's better. And I did a little bit earlier in the stream, but I don't know if you were in here yet. So whenever you launch a basic attack, you have a 10% chance to gain 35% bonus to normal damage. That's all normal damage dealt for 2 seconds. All right. So that increases your normal attack, your smite damage, and your counter attack. All right. This has a flat 3.5% boost to normal attack damage. So this is 3.5% all damage, right? But the text reads, whenever their troop launches a basic attack, it has a 10% chance to spend rage, which is kind of gross, but 10% chance to increase the damage of the next attack by 70%. So that's an attack. That's a basic attack. That's not normal damage. So this doesn't increase smite damage. This doesn't increase counterattack damage. All right. So this actually comes out to about 4% of total all damage, and 3.5% of that is coming from the boost up top, which is just 3.5% boost to all damage, right? This is actually providing closer to 5% of total all damage, like 4.6 or something. I mean, if you read this, this is essentially just a Ring of Doom that sometimes takes your rage, right? Which why does it consume rage? It just makes no sense. But anyway, this actually comes out to like outperforming destructive, especially when you're getting swarmed. So for things like I don't know, does any kingdom that you know like to get swarmed or swarm things? I'd say 960 is pretty popular for that. Like I like destructive makes no sense to me. I don't know why this armament's in the game. It doesn't make any sense. So this armament is literally just better. This inscription is better. So oh, MC, you took destructive last KVK? No. Look, do I think destructive is good? I'd say yes. I mean, it's still 3.5% all damage. Why does it consume rage? I have no idea. But saves you time. Oh yeah, no, trust me. Seawolf knows what he's doing. And can somebody? So what I see is becoming more and more popular, and I think Seawolf might have had an impact on this. Is actually the Liu Che being a primary to Gorgo. So I haven't tested this myself, but it makes sense. On paper, this seems like a pretty big boost, right? So 10% more normal damage and a lower rage requirement. But dude, the attack tree for Arch Commanders is crazy. It's so crazy. This is just straight 6% all damage, right? This is technically gets up to 10% more all damage, right? You got this. It's good, dude. So I don't know. I haven't done the math, but maybe you had spoken to Seawolf, Redline, and yeah. Yo, 44 bus driver, dude, you're blowing up, man. Your videos are dope. And the farm video, yeah, is doing a lot better than I expected. I saw that you did comment on there, but I watch your videos as well. I love them. They're great. I'm sub to your channel. And yeah, dude, I love your presentation style of videos. It seems like you've got, you know, a PowerPoint or however you go about it, and you go through slides, and they're very informative. I feel like Rock needed their data analysts since what's his name left? Wick Gaming left. And I feel like you're filling those shoes a little bit. And I know that you did migrate to 2268, right? And I think that you know, I was talking to Plato for a while there, and I was really close to coming there. I ended up coming to 1981 instead, because of the people that I was coming with. I wanted to come with a group, and I didn't want to put those expectations on other people, right, to meet those kind of requirements. I mean, they're all great players, but you know, if I'm going to Empyrean Kingdom, like I'm showing out, dog. I think if I were to ever go to like 1960 or 2268, I would have to get like 4 or 5 billion kill points in one KVK. I think I play this game way too much to get any less than that. I chain too much. I'm on too often. Oh no, Redline, no. Yeah. Was I the one asking about the rankings? I was not. No. But all those things are really cool. In fact, yo, did you guys hear about and I keep ruining these chains. Wow, chaining is so much harder when you're reading chat. My goodness. No, did you guys hear about the program in Plato's video that he linked today? Did you guys hear about that? Which tracks in depth every single one of your commander pairings throughout the KVK that you've had. Every single report automatically saves, and then you can see your exact KD I was amazed. In fact, I was gonna set that up for myself here shortly. Um, so I so Habel, I do not know. But I was gonna reach out to the creator of the program itself and try and talk to him to see how it works a little bit more in depth. Um, but dude, I think it's I think it's gonna blow up big time. Um, is it legal? I hope so. I don't know. I know that Plato uses it, so by any means, that means I can use it, right? That's how that works. um, no, but so I've done commander breakdowns in the past, and 44 bus driver, you'd actually probably be interested. My big breakdown that I had, I think was my KBK 5 breakdown video. It got like, I don't know, like 3,000 views or something, which is pretty nice. Um, but I actually went in and I took a screenshot of every single, this is real, by the way. I took a screenshot of every single report that I had in the KVK. Um, and then I also took a screenshot of every, dude, I cannot chain barbs right now. Okay, sorry. But I also took a screenshot of every single time I healed my hospital. And I actually ended up doing the math manually. I did it all manually. And I got the exact trade ratios for myself and my marches. But dude, I mean, how many hours did that take? Um, and I think that took me maybe on the back end, uh, 4 to 5 hours of like math and compiling on the screenshots and all that stuff, and then another few hours to edit the video, and and it was tough. It was tough. But if I had a program, oh my God, that could do all that stuff for me. I mean, then I could finally put a debate, or an end to the debate. Like, oh, should I use Huo, or what's better, Huo or Nevsky with William or Joan and all that stuff. Like, and I'm not saying either one is better. In fact, I think the way that it works now, I think they're situational. Like, I would bring Nevsky Joan to the field personally, but I would bring Huo Joan to an altar. Um, Things like that. I don't think it's always one thing. And actually, I don't know if you saw my revolutionized testing video, but there's actually a reason why I have gear on my Herman instead of my Boudica. Um, anyway, that's a really cool video, but I did testing with Herman and YSG in a little different fashion rather than all 1v1s or et cetera, et cetera. And it actually, Herman with YSG was very, very, very powerful, but very, very, very squishy. So I actually haven't had like a ton of fighting this KVK. So, I haven't been able to mess with it truly to see what gets targeted and what doesn't. But yeah, bus driver, it's called Let's Revolutionize Commander Testing. And I think we should test commanders in the way that the video is presented, because I think the 1v1 testing is now a little outdated. I think the meta is in such a nice spot where it's not just the five best marches that you can bring to the open field, right? It's like, well, if I want to swarm stuff, I need a completely different lineup than if I was going to open field. Like, Gorgo with Liu Che is a fantastic, fantastic open field march, okay? It's really good. But if I'm popping a 50% expansion with max tech and I'm going to go swarm that flag over there, I'm benching the Gorgo and the Liu Che, and I'm bringing in Tariq with Sargon, right? So, like, would I ever suggest anyone running Tariq and Sargon in the field? Absolutely not. Shit is awful. Sargon has been my worst investment of all time. This guy fucking sucked 690 heads from me. I only wish that I had gotten... Never mind. That's a joke that I'm not going to make. But basically, if I could go and do this all over again, I would not unlock... I would not unlock this skill. And I would just bring Sargon for swarming. So I would just have him at 5550. I would go to a flag, use this guy only for flags, and swarm so that his debuff stays at 15%, and I have all my other marches hitting him. But why would I bench? And then Tariq, obviously, you have to bring because this debuff is way too strong. This is required on any swarm that you have. because you have a 30% chance to reduce their normal damage by 30%. That is way too insane into all these Gorgos running around town right now. And Liu Che loses a decent bit anyway when he's hitting a garrison, right? So um, not much, but he does lose a bit, right? Is attacking another troop on the map. Like he loses 20% attack and this instant proc. It's not like the worst to swarm something with this guy, but what would I rather swarm with? Tariq Sargon or Gorgo Liu Che? And the answer is Gorgo Liu Che. Um, Sorry, the answer is Tariq Sargon for swarming. But that's what I mean. Like the game is in such a good spot that it's actually a little bit different. So, but yeah, man, the game is I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. Um, all my bundle daily purchases for Tommy are kind of ruined because um, I got completely screwed by I thought, dude, I thought the answer was gonna be Herman Tommy. I was like, oh, the synergy's so good. It's so good. Yo, thanks for the donation, dude. I appreciate it, bus driver. I'm gonna give you a heart for that. I think I can do that. And then my notifications take so long on stream that it probably won't show up. Also, I don't know if my sub alerts actually working. I don't have members yet. Either I'm not big enough a creator or I'm just too dumb to set it up. So maybe I should start doing one push-up per dono or something like that. I don't know. I gotta start. I just skipped the gym today, so I gotta. um, Bus driver, I really do appreciate you coming in. I hold on. I'm only streaming to 30 people, but I'm gonna try and link your channel, just in case. So hold on. Where's for bus driver? I got two different monitors, so I gotta reopen it. Sorry, but I'm gonna link your channel. I hope I wish you the best of luck in the future. Keep making videos, man. I appreciate it. They're all good. And my stuff's not working. Bus driver. There we go. Great. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, dude. All right. Now only after 3 years in the game. I got you with 2268, man. I got you. I got 2605 calling my name too, dog. Those recruiters over there, Black Panther and some of those guys in 2268 are convincing, but 2605 has their own convincing guys too. But yeah, so 3 years into the game, and I agree. It took way too long for this game to get fun for me, but once I finally caught up with the meta, dude, finally caught up with the meta, it's been really enjoyable. Ooh, there's the alert. I should probably turn that down. That scared me, not gonna lie. Oh, goodness. Huge. But yeah, I don't even know like what my next investment is. Obviously, I'm skipping all this trash. So I guess it's the new Cav. And I'm probably just gonna invest into Asher and replace my YSG eventually. But we'll see. I'm just working on it through Goldheads and from MGE and stuff for now. Your Hermit is 5551. Should I skip the expertise? That's actually a good question. I value the expertise pretty highly, and I value this last skill because I swarm stuff. This last skill is very important for swarming. So basically, when I swarm something, I'm taking roughly 15% less damage on this march, which is very, very, very important. So as obviously a higher spender and a swarmer, I think that the skill is good, but it is true that the expertise on this skill is not actually that important. And in fact, I need to do some testing myself because I actually don't know the answer to this question, but I think that his expertise, like the count resets while if he drops combat. So the way that maybe I was dumb for thinking this way, but the way that I thought that this would work is it doesn't matter how many he's applied. It just matters or how many he's applied while he's in his current combat. I thought it would only be whenever he left his city, kind of like a skill like Constantine, where it doesn't actually matter if he's in the city or not. It's just like it happens all the time. This is always being tracked. Like, this isn't gonna reset when he goes out of combat, right? So I was thinking that that's kind of how this Herman skill works, but I think from my tiny bit of experience that I've had is when he drops combat, this actually resets, which makes this skill not very good. This means that he has to fire off his active skill, get this to proc, fires off his active skill, get this to proc, and then fire off his active skill again, and then his expertise finally procs. And that's if you're hitting 3 targets, by the way. So, look, a lot of people don't even stay in combat long enough to hit 3 active skills, and so I think that if you find yourself dropping combat a lot and not microing your marches as much, I think that it is important, or not that important, to get that expertise skill, if that makes sense. So that's all that to say. I think if you have the heads, go for it. If you don't have the heads and you could invest in something better, like the new Cav coming out, I'd say invest in the new Cav coming out. So, yeah, all that for that. All right, let's get some music going again. Whew. Oh, the Nevsky debate. Okay, music's going back off. Nevsky or hold off and wait for new Cav. I don't know if you have Huo yet, but in my opinion, and this is my opinion, okay, I would still invest into Nevsky before I would invest into Huo. Okay, they both do the same thing. Okay, Nevsky is an amplifying commander, and Huo is an amplifying commander. Okay, they both do increased skill damage to their secondaries, and they both provide a debuff. Sorry, Havel, this is a very challenging way to answer your question, so I apologize already. Clearly, I get very sidetracked. As a singular march, okay, Huo will do better than Nevsky in some situations. But as soon as you start bringing other marches to support, this debuff provided by Nevsky far outclasses the slow from Huo, okay? The slow from Huo got significantly worse when Liu Che was brought into the game because they're all going to be slow anyway. So realistically, in my opinion, Nevsky is a better investment than Huo. But to answer your question, should you invest into Nevsky at this point in the game? I would say no. And while his debuff is very strong, he's hindered by the fact that he has single target damage. I think, and this might be a incredibly hot take, this is actually the commander that is really insane for Cavs, right? This skill paired with this skill and just basically having 2 active skills go off at any point will always be strong. And the reason why she works so well with both Nevsky and Huo is because they're both amplifying commanders, like I mentioned earlier. So, and the reason why I like Nevsky primary so much more than the Joan primary is this skill is also really, really, really good. So, this 35% bonus to skill damage obviously happens every skill cycle, but the 4 seconds, the fact that it lasts for 4 seconds means that it triggers on both of Joan's active skills. So both of them. Now, when you pair with Huo, right, as long as you have this buff, it'll also work with Joan. But as soon as you lose this buff, then, this buff, then it becomes a lot worse. But obviously with Huo, hopefully you're killing marches quickly, and that's where the kind of magic of the combo comes in. So, um, all that being said, if I were to tell you the one commander to invest in right now for Cavs, it would be Joan of Arc. That's what I would say. Joan of Arc, like when you think of the two arguable best cat pairings right now, right? You think of Nevsky Joan and you think of Huo Joan. Well, what is the common denominator? Joan of Arc. This would be my second March for KVK 5. I was planning on running Nevsky YFG. Is Joan YFG viable? Ugh, that's... I mean, it's viable in the same sense that Skippy YFG is viable, you know? I think it will be fine. I don't know your spend level or, you know, how much of a whale you are or how good your gear is, but you'll probably trade like 1-for-1 maybe with the Nevsky YSG. But yeah, I think you should hold off and wait. But also at the same time, like like who when the new cav comes out, who are you pairing the new cav with? Is it going to be new cav with YSG? Because in that sense, then you're going to want a pairing to go with the new cavalry commander. And personally, if I have no information at all on what the new cav commander is, which I obviously don't have any information, then if I was going to blind invest, I would go Joan of Arc. If you did not have any cav commanders right now, but you wanted one, I would go Joan of Arc. Yep. Yeah, Joan is the best cav commander right now. Not many people realize that. Yep, 100%. I agree. These two are amplifiers, and they're both really good commanders. This debuff is insane. Huo is actually bad for things like swarming. So, you know, like this commander is just an open field, selfish, single march. I'm not saying selfish in like a bad way, but like if you want to bring one march, one cav march, like, you know, Huo is a good commander to have, but he doesn't do much for your team. He just does stuff for himself, which is why Nevsky is, in my opinion, better than Huo. But Joan of Arc is really the magic that runs it. So for the open field anyway. Anyway, I feel like I just ranted a lot. Goodness. But please feel free to pick my brain as much as you want. Here to answer any questions. AoE is a must. Yeah. I think, you know what's crazy, and this is why, and I'm serious when I say this, and a lot of you guys are probably subs to my channel anyway. But if you have time, go back and watch my Herman Prime testing video where I test different commanders like Zhuge Liang, Asher Benapol, YSG, Nebu, because it really shows you the power of YSG and Herman paired together. Now, they'll be squishy as hell. I'm not trying to say that Herman YSG is the best combo for archers, but it also shows you the power of AoE and how truly just insane AoE is. Like the amount of fewer kills that I get while running Herman Tommy versus Herman YSG even it's not even close. And that's where things like Boudica will eventually run out of the meta. And another thing, and I actually have to, I actually need to do testing in the same form that I did that Herman video with XY. This is crazy. XY versus Nevsky and XY versus Huo. Because in my experience, XY, you know, low rage requirement, stacking damage, blah, blah, blah. XY is debatably better than Huo for swarming structures. And in long fights may actually outclass things like Nevsky as far as total damage output. I'm not saying it's a better march, but as far as total damage output. So you can actually orient your marches to be less overall balanced. But if your play style is like, I want to be really aggressive, do as much damage as possible, like fucking, you should be running like XY over, you know, things like Nevsky. You should be running YSG over Nebu. You know, I'm not saying that that's smart, but I'm saying like, it's really cool to see how the meta kind of has shaped up. But yeah, Joan 5115 minimum, for sure, for sure. Yeah, you need the 5115. Yep. Liu Che, Skippy Prime, Joan Prime, Herman, and ZL are top 5 commanders to invest in. I'd agree. Yep, 100%. I think, where is he? This guy. Okay. Smite damage is broken. I think that there's nothing on this guy's kit that screams to me that he is the most insane commander I've ever seen in the game. But the truth is that smite damage is crazy, crazy powerful. This 2,250 damage does so much more damage than if this said normal skill damage. Because all of these commanders in the game, right, have like reductions to skill damage. They take reduced skill damage. When they take skill damage, they get bonus effects, right? Like that's been a staple in this game for a long time. Anyone with a support tree, right, reduces skill damage taken by 15%, right? You've got, I don't know, what else is there for skill damage taken? I can't even remember. Everything's a support tree commander. Let's go into here. Oh, Cav Tree. This commander takes 12% less skill damage, right? Like this talent does nothing against Smite, right? So all in all, by the way, this commander is, or this talent is really insane if you're rallying into Gorgo. Just saying. But what I'm trying to say with Liu Che is like, dude, Liu Che Alex works well, not because Alex is fucking nuts, okay? Or not because Gorgo is nuts, like Gorgo Liu Che or Liu Che Gorgo. Like, the truth is that smite damage is just really powerful until they come out with other ways to reduce the normal damage you take. And I would say, personally, I think on paper, if I was just reading all the stats for all the commanders and all things were equal, I would say Zhuge Liang with Herman should be the best pairing in the game. It should trade the best. It should do the most damage. It should be the best combo in the game. But what's really the best combo is Skippy. If you're running one march, we're talking one march scenarios here, is Skippy Liu Che, because Liu Che is just busted. Skippy is obviously really good, okay? And the 30% health loss and all that stuff, but 3 targets, 2,000, or 5 targets, 2,250, and all the skill damage reduction effects don't take effect, right? Like, this guy is insane. I would put Liu Che as my #1 investment for any new player, just because of how strong he is. I have 1,850 gold heads right now. Matchmaking 3 just came out. Should I invest in Huo Joan, Nevsky Joan? My cav equipment is pretty good. Sap, I think you might have just missed our first, I think you just missed our first conversation, or the conversation that we had maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. I would say invest in Joan. You can invest into, in my opinion, Nevsky Joan, if you really want a march, like one march in that KVK 3. But we do have new cav commanders coming right around the corner. So personally, what I would do if I were you, and I had no legendary commanders going into KVK 3, I would run, or I would put gold heads into Liu Che, okay? Liu Che, and run them with, like I said, I don't know your account, but like if you're a brand new account, Liu Che Sun Tzu, do something like that. That way you'll have the best commander in the game with a decent paired epic that you don't have to put more heads into. And then if you really wanted to be a cav player, you could invest into Joan of Arc. And I think you could run Joan of Arc with like a, I don't know, if I'm just doing epics, right? Maybe, what's the AoE commander? Like Bybars? Like Joan of Arc primary, Bybar secondary. And then you can invest in the new cav when the new cav comes out. And then that would be 3 different commanders. And that's about the amount of gold heads that you have, right? I'm not, I don't know your account, so it's hard for me to give you perfectly sound advice if I don't have screenshots and I don't know your spend level, but that's maybe what I would recommend for you. If you're trying to be efficient. If you want to just get as many kills as possible, then fuck it, invest in Nevsky Joan, and get Liu in there, and then you'll just be a little slow on the next invest. Yeah, I think just like you. Well, great minds think alike, man. I guess that's how it goes. Oh, dude, I'm like sweating, dog. That Armament ship pumped me up. I was very happy to reroll. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Very happy to reroll this Armament. That's just such a massive W. Such a massive W. Goodness. I usually chain with more than one march, but like, um, I'm way too distracted. I could just not interact with chat, put my music on and do what I normally do when I play this game, which is just zone out and chain. But you know, do what we can. What's your general thoughts on rare inscriptions? Yeah, I think it's a good way to bridge the gap. I'm not overly impressed with them, except for the one for Arch Formation that is actually better than the Legendary Inscription. But besides that, I think they're fine. I think if they use it as a pity system, where um, you know every once in a while you'll get one, because you haven't gotten a good one in a while. I think that's great. Does no harm to the game, but doesn't make it so that they're required, basically. I just think it makes destructive look really bad because the rare inscription is better than the legendary, which they might change in the future. We'll see. I've been talking to support about it, but they might know. They might know that it's effed up. Ooh, I gotta send out my farms to the gold pit, bro. Yeah, uplifting for Arch is just kind of a cheat code. Uplifting for Arch is like essentially, I mean, if you're a rally lead, it's essentially 4.99999% all damage, right? Because it takes a little time to ramp up, but um, yeah, uplifting is kind of a cheat code. That's pretty much a legendary inscription. um, so yeah, in some cases, right? Like commons are better. And in fact, why don't we go through it, right? So we do this, strategic, really good, but uplifting is like twice as good as strategic for garrisons and stuff, right? Like uplifting's kind of just insane. Like this one's fine. Reduces skill damage resistance by 8%. Invincible is like 5%, and you do more normal damage. Like Invincible is this is crazy good, really, really strong. So, I don't know, and this is where I've never gotten Invincible, so it's hard for me to test, and I really don't like giving I don't love commenting on things that I don't know for sure. But like, does this trigger based on the units they've lost total, or is it like the current health of the target? Because for every 20% of units that the target has lost, well, say a rally starts, and just for math's sake, okay, let's say that they have 100,000 troops in the rally. I know that's not realistic, but for math's sake, we're just going to say 100,000 troops in the rally. Well, 20% of 100,000 is 20,000. So once the rally loses 20,000 troops, does this go to 6%? Or so the health bar of the rally, yes, OT algebra, but what I'm saying is things can get reinforced. So if the health of the rally is technically full, the rally is full, but the health that you see, the health bar that you see is red, is this 12% all damage or normal damage, or is this 3%? That's what I'm trying to get. That's the question that I have. Because technically it's lost the troops, but it's not actually low. So algebra, I think I agree that I think that that's how it works. I think that you're correct. But I just don't know, which is why I'm giving all this commentary with like a disclaimer. Like maybe it's based on the total health of the rally. I'm not sure. Chisgul has this inscription. He should test and upload the video. Um, yeah, I think that what you said is accurate. He entertains the masses. And sometimes doing videos like an entire test video for one inscription only targets a very small audience. And while I think it's good information, I think that it's more beneficial to him to have like broader videos that like how many people want to know about the new patch and the new commanders coming out and like all that stuff. Like way more people that want to know that how Invincible works specifically, because how many people are going to have this armament ever in their life, right? So, but yeah. I mean, this is how it works with YSS third skill. But does YSS third skill say 50% troops remaining? So it's similar, but it's not the same. So we'll actually go to YSS, and it's the same thing with this guy, right? So it's similar to this skill. So less than 50% of units remaining. Wait, that's good. Wait. You might have proved yourself correct here. Where is YSS? I think it's this skill, right? Deals if their troops have less than 50% of units remaining. Okay, let's go back to Invincible. Maybe I'm just dumb. Hold on. Invincible goes here. Oh wait, it wasn't Invincible. Sorry. Which one was it? Wasn't Fearless. Here it is. Okay. Yeah. Oh god, it's so close. It's like it says troops remaining instead of how much the target troops is lost. I don't know. I think that it would definitely be worth it. Like Gosu, I completely agree. Like a video that just confirms how this works, you know? Just confirms how it works. I think would be good. The wording is similar, but it's not the same. And we all know that Lilith really sometimes different wording means the same thing, and sometimes it means different things. We don't really know. Because that's how Lilith operates sometimes. So, yeah. They try, but, you know, English is not their main language, and they're translating this game into many different languages, and, you know what, that's all right. Yeah, or we can test it ourselves 2 years later. Because this is the one that you can buy from the shop, right? I think. I could be wrong. No, yeah. So, Gosu, I'm almost halfway there. How long have Armaments been in the game? For like a year and a half now, almost 2 years. So, as somebody who I can't say that I don't spend on Armaments because I just did. Okay, I just spent on Armaments, but before this stream, I had only spent maybe like $40 on Armaments total. And this is where I'm at. And I've done my travels every day. I've done my dispatch every day. And I'm not even halfway there to my first Invincible. So, yeah. In another year and a half, maybe I can finally get it. So sad, dude. So sad. All right. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna turn the music back on. Hey, can you guys let me know if it's too loud or not? Because in my headphones it sounds loudish, but it might not be for you guys, so let me know. It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. I'm 7 out of 8 and Lola screwed me. Yeah, dude. Making smite damage as someone who focuses wedge. So I will say it's they're both really good. Like I think I think that if you were to get both, it just kind of depends on what armament you can put it on that's better. Or if you're a rally or garrison leader. So both invincible and balanced are both very, 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 very strong. I gotta do my bastions. Whereas I'm in the wrong spot. Like, this is good. I will say though, if I had to choose one, okay, if I had 2 even sets, what do I think is more beneficial? If you had 2 even sets, I think Invincible is a stronger inscription. Balance is nice. You reduce the normal damage taken, which we were just saying is really good. But right now, there's more skill damage than there is normal damage, so that won't get you too much value. But and the 80% rage, 8% more skill damage for the next 3 seconds. First of all, if you're attacking the target, only triggers on your first active skill cycle, not your secondary commander's active skill cycle. And a lot of times, how many times have you guys had like full rage and then left the target because you're getting targeted, and then you have to go back and hit them again with your rage bar, right? So there's a lot of time where you actually get no benefit to balance at all, but you will always get benefit from Invincible, which is why I think that this inscription is a little bit better if you had 2 even sets. Did you see the Grand Prix skin for 2489? I did. I saw a screenshot. It makes a firework of 2489. Pretty sick. Yeah, I thought that was cool. Yeah, Kirby, I did get wrecked on the actual opening itself, but my rerolls were pretty fire. So my rerolls were very good. So I'm not gonna complain. If Lilith put in a little note next to my account that said, "Hey, this guy got absolutely fucked. Give him good rerolls," then I'm happy with it. I have Hunter plus Intrepid on my Inf. Oh man, yeah. You got lucky with that one, but you did say you were 7 out of 8 for your purchase. So I'm guessing you spend a bit on armaments, but that's still very good. So it would surprise me if the next rally is smite damage for infantry. It seems like they're going smite damage garrison. I mean, I don't know. It's too hard to say, right? Because Tariq is skill damage, Sargon is skill damage. So, like, if they released a rally that is smite damage, the only pairing would be like, dude, could you imagine? Like, Gorgo with the new commander or something, you know? Gorgo to rally? Unless the commander that they release with it is like obviously smite damage as well and they pair well together. But yeah, that would be strange. That would be weird. I mean, Liu loses a little bit when he rallies, so I don't know. Alright. Let's chain it up. Have you seen the Attila Liu rally? I have. I heard it was fine. You know, in those KVKs where you can swap your skills around. It's fine. I've heard it's fine. The reason people use it over, like, Tariq Sargon, though, for infantry is, like, you know, it's anti-swarm. And Tariq Sargon is not. I think in those big KVKs, like, you just have to use anti-swarm stuff. Even if it's not better. For the one-on-one trade, you just gotta use anti-swarm. I'm getting messages. Oh my god, and I missed my thing. Isn't nuts. Look at this. Come on, mammy. What are you doing here? Oh, I'm streaming. Oh my, what have I missed in this chat? Was I touching myself? My goodness. Alright. I gotta send out the farms. I am being lazy. Hey, who in here plays on your phone? Do you guys play on your phone or do you guys play on computer? Since the update, my phone feels very smooth. Feels very, very smooth. Like the actions are occurring quicker. The FPS seems a little bit higher on the phone. I don't know why, but it definitely feels smoother. Like things are just happening faster. Oh, I gotta do this thing. Apple iPad Pro? I mean, I have an iPad. I don't know if it's the Apple iPad Pro, but the thing is, and this is actually gonna be one of my next videos, is I couldn't play without a mouse and keybinds. Just no chance. I think the maybe the game would run smoother on the iPad or something, but I use keybinds to all my different marches, and I wouldn't be able to micro my marches on an iPad. And just to give you guys perspective, okay, I'm an old World of Warcraft player, okay? So this is the mouse that I have. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see if you can see it. All right, so I've got a mouse with 12 buttons on the side and 3 buttons technically in the middle. And so I actually have one hand here, and this is how I control how I move my marches, right? So, so for example, when I want to target my Huo, right? 4 right click. When I target my Zug, 2 right click, right? Like that's how I target all my marches. So, like, you know, when I'm in the field, right? So I right click, you know, to move. But like if say I'm microing my Zhuge Liang, you know, I could go, stay, pop up to my Huo, move, go back to my Zug, right? Like this is how I play the game, and the keybinds are like a big part of how I play the game. iPad Pro is nice, but I'm a bot. Dragging around on the screen? Yeah, dude. I felt like it would be a little difficult. Okay, what am I doing with this guy? Yeah, we'll go here. And I mean, I feel like I trade pretty well too, so I think my actual trade was a little bit worse than this last KVK, but the KVK before it, I think I traded like a little over 3 for 1. And correct me if I'm wrong, but these killed count and healed count, at least for the healed count, includes like barbarians, you know, like all this healing is from barbs and stuff, so you know, does that count against my trades? That seems a little meh, so you never really know. My individual honor ranking, I was number 1 a few days ago, but work's been busy, so I'm number 4 now. And yes, I do it all myself. I don't have any pilots. Nobody is ever touching this Corvette, because that's essentially what this is now. I'm not going to be able to chain. It's going to die. But Gosu, I have been top 20 honor in my last 5 KVKs straight. Just because I chain a lot. And I enjoy it. It's something that I like. Sometimes the reason why I don't put out as many videos as I probably should is because when I come home from a 10-hour day work, what I want to do is I want to sit here. I want to pull up a TV show on my second monitor, and I want to chain while relaxing and not thinking. Your top 1 last KVK? Yeah, I mean, it's a grind. It's a grind. You know, but if you do it kind of like I do it, which is you get to keep your sanity a little bit because you do other things while you're doing it and yada yada, then it's not too bad. I enjoy it. And, you know, when I see rewards like this, sometimes it's hard to not do it, you know? And also, I mean, I don't want to keep saying it, but like, you know, I've got this in my profile for a reason. Like, dedicate time to myself to earn more income so I can spend on rock? Absolutely not. But you want a barb chain? Go ahead. I'm all for it. So, you know, I do it and I have fun. I have fun doing it. And it's like, I don't spend enough to not barb chain and be as productive as I am with kills. My total spent in this game now is about probably $25,000 to $26,000, which is a fuck ton of money, don't get me wrong. And that's way more than your average person has spent. But I know that you all know a lot of people out there that spend more than that over the course of 4 years or 3 years and don't get that many kills because it requires a lot of time. Batcat, what's going on, dude? Batcat. Why is that fun to say? This chain kind of sucks, but whatever. LLC for YouTube? I mean, honestly, I probably could. But the problem is I do this strictly for, like, fun. Like, I don't make videos unless I want to. I don't stream unless I want to. So, you know, sometimes I feel bad claiming it. And realistically, I'm not making much money off this at all. You know, donos are nice. It's great. As far as the income I make from my videos, like I just hit 1K subs. I make like a few dollars a video, maybe. And I put out a video once every week. Like, you know, the total amount that I've made from my YouTube career, if you want to call it that, is not even like, I mean, stream barbing it makes it more enjoyable. So, you're right. Like, I am more engaged now than I would be normally, you know, by barbing. But there is a argument that, like, you know, I just want to relax sometimes. And chaining and talking to people on stream, well, it's fun. You know, I can't just completely turn my mind off, right? Like, I have to actually be reading and paying attention and stuff. It's about getting a large percent of money back on Rock rather than actually making money off YouTube. You know what? You're not wrong. I'll look into it. It's a good suggestion. I'll look into it. With tax season coming up. Oh, yeah. Dude, I remember, dude, tax season after COVID. Oh, God. Government just handing out money. What a crazy time. Because I guess this is maybe a little too much info. Not really, but I actually didn't claim my stimulus checks. And I've got a very, I don't know if you want to say like, I don't even know what the word is. Like, I don't believe in taking people or taking resources from people unless I need them. So yeah, like I didn't claim my stimulus checks because I didn't need the stimulus checks, if that makes sense. Also, you're right. The camera is not focused. How do I fix that? Does that work? Hello? I probably need to upgrade my camera, huh? We're just gonna let it refocus eventually. But to continue the story, I actually didn't cash my stimulus checks because I continued to have my job, and I was just coming out of college, and I was still living at home for a bit, and so I basically was like, I'm just not going to apply for the stimulus checks. But basically what happened was tax season came around, and the government said, you know what, fuck you, we're giving you your stimulus checks anyway. And so the first time I ever filed my own taxes, I got like an extra $3,500 or something from the stimulus checks. It was kind of insane. So, and that went right to rock, baby. Went to my rent in my new apartment. That's what it went to. But yeah, maybe I should file a LLC for rock. I'd happily get money back. Yeah, actually, what is going on with my camera here? Is it like my glasses or something? Are they reflecting off my glasses? See, if I'm like close. I don't know. Oh. But dude, those low quality cameras are goated for sure. Wait, I actually think that fixed it. That's funny. What am I even doing with the Suo? Oh, that's a better chain. Dude, should we go check on the 605 KVK for a second? Let's check it out. 64 dropping them. Oh, they're pinning them. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough situation to be in. Damn, they are. Ooh. They are pinned in, aren't they? Anybody in chat have any coordinates? Damn. So this is going to be a 1v1 in Kingsland. Except for the fact that 93 has 1, 2, 3, 4 more passes. Oh. But it's going to be 60 GT versus 93, huh? And what is there fighting here? Nah. I feel like GT should be fighting. Because doesn't GT just want to drain these guys? I don't think there's any fighting anywhere though, right? Yeah. Damn. Well, I mean, even if FW like wants to try and impact Kingsland, I don't even think that they can. Like they can't burn through all this. There's no way. God, these players are huge. Damn. I wonder how Cortex is doing power-wise. Oh, sorry. I mean Justin. Damn. Dropped a good bit. Dropped a good bit. Yeah, they're looking thin. They're looking thin. Few people could have maybe dropped some more power, but overall, seems like a lot of them are down a good bit. Damn. Fluffy. Sheesh. Damn. 446. Wild. Are you staying in 1981? And what seat are they? Yeah, so I'm staying here. I just actually migrated here. Last KVK. Or at the end of last KVK. And they are... Well... We're AC'd according to like Rockboard and Rock Data, but I guess we zeroed just enough deadweight to actually drop B seed for Nile. So, you know, our alliance name is Lean B, but you can see our power. I mean, we're A seed now, and this KVK there hasn't really been much fighting, so we're not going to be dropping power. Did I hear you say you wouldn't loot a city unless you need resources? That's... See, not necessarily. But, to be fair, the mentality does still apply, Raz. Like, I chain enough, and I play enough to be... And I farm enough and have enough farm accounts to not need resources. So if other people needed them, yeah, I wouldn't loot a city. I actually choose not to loot or deadweight in off-season. I don't loot our deadweight, and I let other people loot it. Yep. That actually happens. Now, if you just give me an opportunity to loot somebody, I'm going to loot them, like anybody would. But, yeah, if other people can benefit from it, I'll let them benefit from it. But I mean, like, you know, I got plenty of resources, man. So... I ain't worried about it. How do I decide for a new march? I have 1.5 years of universals and 6 billion resources. When you say decide for a new march, the resources don't usually have much to do with it, unless you're only talking about expanding a new march because of the resource cost. So, I mean, 6 billion resources is a good bit. You could probably run 3 to 4 marches the whole KVK and not have to worry. But marches all depend on what you like, man. It all depends. You have 3? So yeah, you could fit in another march and be comfortable. And if you can't, then make another farm. In my kingdom, only bank is allowed to loot deadweight. I don't think that's a bad idea. That's fine. Some people just don't like a bank. And so that, but I think 81 does. Maybe not. But we have an optional bank here, where, I can't find it. It must not be in the Alliance right now. But we have an optional bank in 81 where you can actually choose to donate, and then you get, whoops. Then you get resources back if you donated to the bank. But I don't hate your kingdom's form of distribution. That's fine. But also, it then makes the discussion like, well, your highest performers should be your largest spenders. And larger spenders generally don't have a resource problem. And if they are saying that they have a resource problem, they probably could just go spend some more money. You know? So, you know, who do the resources actually benefit more? Do they benefit the lower spenders? Or do they benefit the higher spenders? You could debate, you know, like, hey, you know, it's saving them money, sure. But then it all depends on how much they pay, because you could go to a resource seller, and I'm not saying that you should, disclaimer, okay? But like, you know, a lot of kingdoms sell resources. You could get 1 billion of each resource for 70 bucks, right? You think your average whale that buys $35 worth of dailies every day is not gonna be fine, you know, spending $70 for resources? Most are fine. So that's where I think you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and be like, well, who is this actually benefiting? Is this benefiting the low spender, who, if I don't give these resources to this person, they're just not going to be able to come in the field. They're going to teleport away, and that's it for KVK. Or, you know, the high spender, who won't make a difference. They're going to be on the field anyway. You know? Okay, Arthur, I have Boudica YSG. You think it's worth building Boudica Zug, Asher Benepal YSG? Oh, man. I was going to say no, but if you can get Asher Benepal to 5551 for free, that's pretty good. I don't think... Look, I think archers are very strong right now, but I don't think that they are the best investments, if that makes sense. I think Zhuge Liang is crazy. I think Herman is really good. Asher is fine. It depends, man. If you have Liu Che, if you have Joan of Arc already, if you have Skippy already, then I think that that's fine. But it's always hard to give people advice in chat when they ask me, because I don't know your whole account. Skippy, Elch, Liu Che, Nevsky, Joan. So I would say, hold on, you said you have Boudica YSG. I think one investment should be an archer. So I think Zhuge Liang is a good investment, period, okay? So you would then have Skippy the Yuche, Nevsky Joan, and then you would have Boudica with Zhuge Liang. I think that's great. That's really good. If you want to expand from there, then I'd probably wait to see what the new cav is. That's what I would suggest. Is bank in R3? Is this the bank? I bring resources? Maybe that's the bank. I don't know what the bank is anymore. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Asher is that great. I think he's fine, but I don't think he's worth investments in unless you're a rally lead or can get a lot of his heads from MGE and other events. Whoops. Do you guys do travels on your farms? I feel like that's so hard. So much effort for something that doesn't do all that much. But like, if I can just get like a basic, you know, gathering set, then maybe. Don't do travels? Yeah. I don't generally either. Ironic that Rock Farm does not do travels on his farms. I mean, you're talking to someone who rally bar forts on their farm, so, you know. If they made the animations effing skippable, then I'd consider it. But the fact that I have to go through every, you know, single farm and deal with animations, it just takes so long, man. See, like right now, you know, like people launch a rally, and whenever, okay, so, I mean, just so you guys can get a sense for my setup here. If I look this way, this is my second monitor, and I'm reading chat. This side is my other monitor and laptop that I play my farms on. And then if I look down, I'm looking at my phone. So, which sometimes I'm also playing rock on. And I'm on my farms. So, but yeah, like whenever people launch a rally, usually you can find my farms in there, like one or two of my farms. Obviously, I do it less often when I'm streaming, just because, you know, it takes time and I want to focus on the stream more. But yeah. Alright, let's, in fact, speaking of farms, let's join this guy. Or speaking of rallies. Yeah, dude, I don't know why, but my phone feels a lot smoother. Feels a lot smoother. Also, is this how you know you've established dominance in a KVK? Like, this is their runes. I just chain on it. It's like, I know that there's nothing that they can do. I mean, I'd run away, I guess, if they came out, but odds are that they won't. Yeah. Yeah, I think that they definitely improved the game, made it run smoother on iOS. Febreze 3263. For open field, I would still say Guan is better than Gorgo. For a single individual march and maybe better trades, if you also had Liu Che, I would say Gorgo's better. But ideally, you would already have Liu Che and Skippy. And if you don't, then your answer to that is, like Arthur said, neither. And you should go get Liu Che or Skippy. But yeah. Going to KVK 3 in a month. Yeah, so invest in Liu Che. Do not invest into Guan or Gorgo. There you go. Easy enough. So, I see a lot of this Guan Skippy slander that it isn't too good anymore. I disagree. I think Guan Skippy is doing just fine for me. Doing very well. Running Guan Skippy a second? I don't, man, you guys are hating on the Guan Skippy. Last KVK, I mean, I wish I had a KVK right now to where I could really test it more, but I can't. But Guan Skippy outperformed my Tariq with Liu Che last KVK. So I think I really like my Guan Skippy still. They do very well for me. But also, they do very well for me because I'm running this set of gear on them probably. So, yeah, I don't think you should max Guan. But yeah, like if you don't have a max already, then no reason to max. Whew. All right, a lot of chats. I'm going for 5541 Skippy, Expertise Liu Che as soon as the wheel hits KVK3. I think that's good. Great. Great idea. Off-season KVK2 to KVK3 is so long. Yeah, so Febreze, just wait make sure that you get into a kingdom that does like first or second pop, because if you wait and you are in a kingdom that's like, yeah, we're gonna do third pop, we're gonna do fourth pop, dude, the off season is even longer than what you're in right now. So make sure you're in an active kingdom. Guan Skippy reports are so bad versus Skippy Liu Che. Yeah, but that's not necessarily because Guan is bad. That's just because Liu Che is insane. If you're only bringing one March, I completely agree with you guys. Yeah, bring the Liu Che over the Guan. But I have nothing wrong with Guan Skippy. I like it a lot. Also, I think the silence is just insane. It'll always be insane. I'll bench my Gorgo before I bench my Guan. For sure. I forgot that I made food. I haven't really been eating. Staying in 3263. Very cool. I think I had an account in 3150 for a while, so kind of close. Voice chat Discord, it's a lot of fun. Off season about 1.5 months, and there's a month left. Yeah, I think what you said in the beginning part of that statement, that you voice chat daily or voice call daily, is the most important thing, man. Absolutely. It's all about this whole game is about community, man. It's all about community. Do I eventually want to go to a kingdom that can win Osiris League? I mean, I think it'd be nice. Is it a goal of mine? Maybe before I quit this game, but I'm in no rush to quit, and I'm in no rush to win Osiris League. So, you know, like, sure, maybe eventually I'll migrate to like 605 or 1093 or, you know, but yeah. Not like dying for it right now. Watch your video about Justinian Minna. Feels bad, man. My king will give me Justinian. So, that video is a little old, I will say, but I still do agree with what I said in the video. It's not much better than Minna. Yeah, and that is still true. And the Minna provides a debuff that, you know, the Justinian doesn't. So it's like, it's hard to justify Justinian investment, I think. Very hard to justify it. How come you didn't use Liu Che Alex as an open field march? So I used Tariq over Alex because, one, when I was using it, I don't think the Alex relic had come out yet. And two is I was swarming structures a lot. So if I needed to, I wanted the Tariq skill. It was very good. Tariq for swarming stuff is just very, very, very strong. But also, I mean, even to this day, even if I could choose right now, what would I run? The Liu Che Tariq or the Liu Che Alex? I think I would still go Tariq. Just because this active skill is really strong. It doesn't provide a debuff like Alex does, but the rage reduction, also very, very strong. Something that you don't see on battle reports, but very, very strong. 15% more damage. And I think it also deals bonus damage to calves, is that right? And deal 10% more damage to calf units, yeah, that's right. And when I was using the March, I think Huo had just come into the game recently, so there was a lot of cav running around, and there still is a lot of cav running around, so I decided to screw all those cav players, you know, so I would target them a lot. Freeze, I appreciate you stopping in, man. Best of luck with your KVK 3. Sounds like you're in a good kingdom, and I wish you the best, dude. 5501 Skippy, because the 4 skill and expertise aren't worth the 310 gold heads, especially that I'm free to play. 100% agree with you. 100% of I 100% agree with you. Yep. 551 Skippy is all you need. Time to send out the gatherers on the farms. Or the rally. Alright, can I get anything here? Maybe 3? There we go. Okay, well, fine. So I feel like I've asked this 1 or 2 times, and maybe it's fine, so that's why you guys aren't saying anything. But, like, how's the music? Is this volume good for you guys? Like, relaxing on the background, not super hard on the ears, but, like, you're okay? I just want to get my stream set up, you know, because we got a pass opening on Thursday. If there's a fight, I'll stream it. Yeah. This fight starts on Thursday, so I'll probably be streaming that. Are you spending the $20 for the Siege Commander? I am not. That thing is hot garbage. Now, will it trade well? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it'll trade well. But am I going to spend a single dollar? Nope. Because I will not be running Siege Commanders in this game, ever. And I'm actually... that is one of my next video ideas. Is, the video is going to be why won't Siege Commanders work in Rise of Kingdoms? And what they need to do to fix it. Because the way that Siege Commanders operate right now are not fun. I play this game for fun. I don't know about you guys. If I want to go play an auto battler, you know how you can play those games where you set up turrets and they fire at stuff and, you know, whatever. You get stronger and stronger turrets and the waves get faster and faster and faster, whatever game that's called. If I wanted to go play those games, I would. I don't want to play Rise of Kingdoms to set up an auto battler and have it do stuff for me. Like, part of this game is fun. I'm interacting with the field. I'm controlling my marches. There's no reason. Like, you can't push objectives. You can't push objectives with ranged commanders. You can't, because they take 7 seconds to set up and 7 seconds to take down. Like, if I want to be aggressive, I cannot push anybody with a ranged commander. Doesn't do anything. Does literally nothing. The only thing ranged commanders are good for is holding a point, like bridge fights, or just getting kills and trades. But honestly, if you're getting good, if you're just going for trades and kills, like, you're not doing your kingdom any favors. Like, there are times when going for trades is good. In fact, I go for trades a lot. Efficiency game, right? Draining your opponents. But when you're trying to push objectives, which should be happening on every field fight, at least at some point. Doesn't mean that happens all the time, but it is happening with every field fight. I need to have my 5 to 7 marches pushing an objective, and I cannot ever do that with a range march. And additionally, that's just the gameplay side of it. You want to talk about investments? Oh my god. I have to completely destroy the investment progress on all my other marches because I need to start investing armaments. I need to start investing gear, like legendary materials. Like, oh my god, there's just so many things wrong with range marches. But the truth is like, I think the range marches right now, if you had, if you had this kind of gear, but it was the siege gear on a siege march, I bet you it would trade 6 for 1. I bet you the trades are crazy strong. Would I run it? Nope. Nope. I would not, because it is not fun. So, Oh, and the formation. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. They could make that. They could make it literally trade like 10. What? At one point would I be forced to get a range march? At what point would I have to play it? Maybe like 15 for one trades, I think. I would invest in a range march if it had 15 to 1 trades. That's my baseline. Yeah, 60 GT a long time ago. I mean, I've seen 60 GT set up range marches, and they trade very well because they're like battling on a bridge or they're doing whatever, right? But like they're not pushing objectives, they're just fighting on a bridge. They're draining their opponents. They're not burning flags, they're not swarming forts. Dude, I don't even know. Yeah, Gmod. Oh no, I'm gonna lose this one. I want to see what happens if everyone sets up a range march near a fort. So can they even attack forts? Can a range march attack a fort? I actually don't know that. I do not know the answer to that question. 20 turrets next to a fort? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll help the defense a little bit. Oh, I'm eating my cauliflower. So, weird take. But I actually think that the range marches were better when they didn't take counterattack damage and they didn't deal sub wounds. Because if you played it well, it still affected the field efficiency of the marches that they were hitting. And if you played it poorly, you could be punished because they would hit your march in the open field. But ever since they made them take counterattack damage and deal sub wounds, range marches have been worse. Do you guys remember when range marches first came out? And like for all the pass openings, there would be like 100 range marches just sitting at the pass openings? Yeah, that's because there was an actual advantage to setting up that many range marches with your farms. But now, it's terrible. Because now you need to invest in Crystal Tech to have your ranged marches work. Oh, God, there's just so many things wrong. It's so bad. It's so bad. Useless. Absolutely useless. Now I'm just ranting. Not even chanting anymore. I'm just screaming at my computer screen. Wow, I've been streaming for 2 hours? Oh, it's 9:30. Damn. I'll probably stream for another like 5 or 10 minutes. Just chill. Answer any last minute questions, but then I'm probably going to chill out for a bit. I think they would attack forts. I told people to put passive debuffs like Mina. Will that work? Hold on. Is there a difference between a basic attack and a ranged basic attack? Range skill damage. Yeah. So Mina debuff wouldn't even work, bro. There's a difference between ranged basic attack and normal basic attack. So, no point in using Mina. It doesn't work. Arthur. Would I go to 30, 35, or 3100? I have not actually looked at either of those kingdoms, but you know what we'll do? I'm going to look at both those kingdoms for you. And without talking to them, I will give you an opinion, just based on what I see. Alright? Just based on what I see. What's that farm? Okay, so you've got, what are the shells looking like? Oh man, young kingdoms are so big. Okay. BF. Yeah, pretty well organized. Okay. Let's see what they have. I think a lot of this also, Arthur, you gotta have a conversation with them, obviously, and figure out how they run their kingdom. I think you gotta figure out DKP rules, you gotta figure out all this stuff. Why do I know this guy? Chicken? Have I talked to this guy before? Oh, maybe I know another chicken. KVK 6? They're already in KVK 6? I need to look at their scans. Okay. So they are large. 3100. Do you know how many KP they have as a kingdom, Arthur? I gotta get some more water. Okay, so how is this one? T? This one is not as well organized. Seems like they're still dealing with some native alliances, but they're doing fine. Alliance members. Panther? Is that Black Panther or a different Panther? Maybe that's a different Panther. 3035 is that 600? It's pretty strong. That's a strong kingdom. These R4s look like they hit hard, dude. Wow. And what are the stats of these guys? You guys look a little bit thinner. Honestly, they both look pretty good. I'd probably come here. And that is based off not enough information, so maybe my decision would change, but this is just off the power that I see, and then some of their R4s, and alliance members. But I think it all depends. It all depends. I mean, I look for Discord activity, I look for how they run their kingdom buffs, I look for how they run their MGEs, I look for how they organize their data, I look for activity of their R4s, I look for all these things. So there's a lot of decision making that goes into where I will migrate or where I would migrate. So the more that you can find out before you make your decision, the better. How's my old kingdom doing? I think that they just got into KVK. Let's check them out. They got a pretty decent migration, I think. But we'll check it out. 2638. Oh, they changed their banner. Oh my god, they're huge. They trained for they're at 13 billion power? How is that possible? Anybody train? This is a new guy. This is a new person. Note! What's going on, Note? You were in the chat earlier. Say pause. Nah, man, that guy's huge. I'm trying to see if anybody trained for pre-KVK. Doesn't look like it too much. Whoops. Oh, they've got other alliance. Oh, okay. This is why they're big. There are other alliances in here. They're in KVK. Okay, this makes sense. This makes sense. Okay. But yeah. Good old beast. Beastie boy. But yeah, seem like that they're doing fine. They've got a very difficult KVK ahead of them. I think they're doing a 2v4. And they are the 2. And they are not favored on power or kills, so it's going to be hard for them. Alright, you know what? We're just going to open these chests because I want to. And I'm not saving them for any reason. Actually, I guess I could make like a short video or something out of it, huh? You know, when the next commander comes into the game. But do I have the patience for that? Nah, not really. Let's rip them open, baby! How many speed ups? Not all that many. Maxed. Not maxed. Okay. That's fine. Can I put any skills on him? Did you guys want to see my worst mistake ever? How is this guy not expertised? Oh, I put 88 gold heads into Freddy when I first started this game. Oh. When I first started playing this game when I was a young noob. I said I wanted to be a rally leader. And everybody told me that Freddy was really good for rallying when I was just starting. And so I wanted to max him, so I put all my gold heads into him. Anyway, now he's my siege commander. Oh goodness. So funny. What an absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, been a longer stream than I thought. Very interactive chat. I appreciate all you guys, you know, talking and doing all that stuff and making sure that I'm entertained. The armament openings were pretty bad. They were awful, but the reroll that came after it made it all worth it. So I'm not completely depressed, and I will actually enjoy waking up tomorrow morning. So anyway, guys, I'm going to turn off the music real quick. Bunch of classics there, but I am going to say goodnight. Good night my time, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. But I hope all you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will be streaming next Thursday if there is in fact a pass fight and they show up. So be on the lookout for that. If they are fighting, I will stream as long as either the fighting lasts or until I can stay awake any longer, or can't stay awake any longer. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys again soon. Peace.